What's going on, y'all boys? It's your boy, Brother in Paradise, and we back with another one, another day in paradise. And today we in Paradiso Neo Nesto, all the way at the northernmost part of Catanduanes Island. It's like I kind of want to show you guys the view. I might just go ahead and put a little clip in and show you guys the view of what I'm looking at here. We're literally on the edge of the world. If the world was flat like they said it was back in the day, yeah, I'm about to fall off. You know what I mean? Like, so, because we right here, man, it's absolutely gorgeous. You have a couple of little other islands here, but, we all the way out here in the Pacific. Ain't nothing else out there but America, and that's all the way on the other side of the Pacific. So, yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys today because being all the way out here on the edge, all the way out here, the thing that came to my mind when I was on the way out here was when you make it and you're successful and you got to that point where you wanted to get to in life, a lot of times you're going to turn around and all of the people that you started with ain't going to be there. The problem with life is that it's not really a problem, but the thing in life is that we all have our own race. I said this in one of my previous videos, you can't look at the next man and what his race is going, how his race is going, where he's at in his race. A lot of times we get caught up in social media, and that's why I kind of do my best to stay off unless I'm promoting. But the thing about social media is everybody else that's showing where they are in their race. A lot of people portray social media and they only put the good things that they want you to see on social media. They want you to see them winning all the time. They want you to see they got money all the time. They want you to see that they done made it to the finish line in their race. And I'm kind of against stuff like that because here's the thing, it's always one-sided. You never really get to see the good and the bad when it comes to the social media. We got some wind out here, so it's probably gonna shake the tripod just a little bit, but it's all good. But yeah, we got some. You don't never really get to see the good and the bad when it comes to social media. You get so stuck and so caught up on what other people got going on and what they got going on in their race. Their race is not our race. Our race is not their race. Our race ain't the next man's race. And the thing about social media is that they're always gonna portray you doing good. They're always going to portray, not you, but people are always going to portray themselves doing good. Once you have made it in life, you're going to turn around and you're going to realize that there's nobody else that you started your race with in the end. And the thing about that is it's okay because everybody has their own race. Not everybody can go the same places where you are going. Not everybody is destined to make it to the same place that you are destined to make it to. And I'm not saying physically, I mean financially, geographically, mentally, that's a big one too, and you have to remain focused on what your race is. If you get so caught up and so sidetracked in what everybody else's race is and what they got going on and how they're doing their race, and it's gonna mess you up. Because social media is only going to portray people when they're doing good. Well, people are only going to portray themselves when they are doing good. That's the problem with social media. That's the problem, and that's why I got off of it. The only time I'm on there is to promote, because at the end of the day, it's false information.
True.
Yeah, they're posting pictures and they're so happy. They got so much money. They got this. Oh, I got a new car. I got a new house. And yeah, it's okay to be happy for these people, but they're not going to show you when they lost their job. They're not going to show you when their car getting repoed. They're not going to show you when they're in the middle of a bankruptcy. They're not going to show you when they're in the middle of a foreclosure. Very, very few do. And that's the thing about social media. And even when they do, those people that do end up getting bashed. Why? Because society has washed itself and has brainwashed itself to only want to see the good. And that's not reality. See, I'm trying to bring reality to people out here, because in the end, We all have our own things. And if you're so focused on what everyone else has got going on, then that's gonna mess you up in your race. That's gonna set you back. That's why when you go to the dog track, you see them dogs, and as soon as them dogs or horses get out and they take off at the horse track, they got them blinders on. And they got them blinders on for a reason, so that they don't look at the next horse and get distracted. Because as soon as you take your eyes off the prize, that's when you start to lose. That's exactly why they have those not those coverings on those horses, because you need to focus on what you got going on. Just because they made it to the Philippines before you did, that don't mean nothing. That was his race. You know, just because they made it and got this new management position at this job that you've been sitting there waiting on this management position for the past 2-3 years, that is their race. You have to focus on yours, because if not, then you're gonna lose. And even if you do focus on your race, it's already hard enough as it is, especially to my guys and girls that's out there in the matrix still. It's already hard enough as it is. So if you focus on your race, once you do get to the promised land, once you do get that new job and do get that new car and do get that new whatever it is that you're going after, you're going to look around, and most of the time you're not going to have nobody to celebrate with. And this kind of go hand in hand with my video that I'm dropping, also, about identifying the fakes. Because at the end of the day, the only people that's rooting for you is the ones that's secretly hating on you or secretly wanting you to fail. So you have to stay focused on what you got going on. Because if you don't, you're not going to make it. When you do get successful and you do get this new house and new car and new whatever the case may be, you're not going to have too many people to sit there and celebrate it with. Are you going to be one of the ones putting it on social media just to get a couple of fake likes from people that secretly don't even really care? I'm out here. I'm on the final island before the Pacific Ocean. This is the easternmost island of the Philippines. We out here in the Pacific Ocean. And as I look at this beautiful scenery around me, I realize that I'm out here by myself. All of my friends that I started the race with, they ain't make it. And I'm kind of sad about it, but this is the way life is. Because my friend's destiny is not my own. This was my goal, my destiny. Even though other people say, yeah, that's my goal, I'm gonna do it, And then when you make it, you look around and it's just you and God. So that's what was weighing on my heart as I was making my way on up here. We had like a 2-3 hour drive through the mountains and stuff, through some really crazy inclines, some U-turns and all kind of stuff. Like, it was an amazing road. But now that I'm out here, I won't say I miss back home or my friends and stuff like that, but it's just when you get out here and you get so far and you get to the place where you wanted to be in life, sometimes you want your people to be there with you. And sometimes it hurt that they not there. I'm having the time of my life out here. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But at the same time, I wish my homies could be out here too. And that's okay. Because when you make it in life, and you get to where you're trying to get to in life, a lot of times ain't nobody else gonna be there but you. So I just wanted to drop this, man, because it was on my heart. It's your boy and brother in paradise. Yeah, I here with another one, man. Welcome to another day in paradise. Much love and respect. Peace.